You get a real good idea of your bad breath odor to go back to the Smart Mouth ad when you're wearing a mask. Though I'll tell you what, I did not use my Smart Mouth the other morning. Went all the way to the hospital to pick up some meds. Got that mask on, and I was like, I breathed out through my mouth and in through my nose, and I was like, "Ooh, oh God,
oh, I'm smelling."
Oh. It was like if you ever fart in the car and it's just god awful, and you're just like, go to roll the window down, you're like, you know what? That is bad, isn't it? Kind of like a rotten egg kind of thing, but there's something spicy right on the end. There's some. It's like a deviled egg with cayenne.
What did I eat with paprika in it?
That's a very common food. I do not fuck with deviled eggs. I don't like them.
Oh,
I love them. It's a weird part of Thanksgiving.
I overeat if deviled eggs are available. If you put out 12 deviled eggs, I'm sorry. Rude Woody doesn't normally come out, but I might have 8 of those fucks.
Dude, I love them so much. So they're not all that. They're fairly healthy. Like if you use olive oil mayonnaise, it's 50 calories per tablespoon, and eggs are good
kind
for
of
you.
world are you living in where most
little
of these
paprika
with olive oil mayonnaise?
It tastes good. Duke's olive oil mayonnaise. It's 50 calories a tablespoon.
You show up to Thanksgiving, nobody made that with olive oil mayonnaise, and we all know.
When I make them, I use the olive oil mayonnaise, cocksucker. All right, and they're delicious.
I love. I'll actually, if I'm somewhere and that's like like available little appetizer or something like that, I'm just doming them. But I'm very picky on the temperature.
Yes. Oh, I like them chilled.
Yeah, if it's too warm, I'm off it.
I'm flexible. Yeah, if you put out 12 cookies and there's 12 people at the party, I take one, right? There's got to be some for all of us. You put out 12 deviled eggs at that same party, you know this is survival of the fittest, right? Like you're the fuck who eats too slow.
Well, you want to boil the whole dozen?
If you guys didn't eat so slow, you get more. It's really on you, not me.
You got some relish? I'll make some more. No, it's easy. Come on.
I'm that guy with chicken wings. Just sit there and just eat like an animal.
Now, do you go after the wings or do you go after the drumsticks first? Do you pick your?
I'm a wing man. I like the wings first. You eat that top part off, split it, then you got 2 bones. Bip bip. Yeah, I don't do the smush together thing because technically, with my fake ass teeth, I'm not supposed to eat food off the bone. But I don't care. I'm gonna.
I don't smush. I do on the plate. I just break the tip off, right? Like not crack it, but you push it a 1/4 inch or so. Now it's vulnerable. Take that thing out. You deep throat it, and I get 2 naked bones on the other side. My friend was an award-winning wings competitive eater.
To make it back to the dorms after a few too many. That chicken wing is vulnerable.
I had a friend from Buffalo on my hockey team, and he taught me how he won the Buffalo wing eating competitions in Buffalo, which I interpret to be the highest level of Buffalo wing eating competition. Right? That's the freaking major leagues. And he's like, yeah, what do you watch this? And he's just like, quick, comes out, and it would pass inspection.
See, that's the way I eat crab legs. I haven't advanced that level with wings yet. I like eating my wings a little slower, which is still tremendously fast for a fat person like me. And oh God, I'm so hungry now.
I'm so hungry too, and I still admire your crab and lobster eating prowess. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, you sit down with me. The 4 of us sit down. We all order a pound and a half of snow crab, a nice starter for a meal. And I will be done with 3 pounds before any of you are done with 1.5. And I would bet my house on that.
Here's why you're wrong. Here's why you're wrong. Because you'll shortly be saying this. Woody, you really want me to crack it? Are you a child? Okay. You'll be opening my crabs, Taylor.
I open them all with my fingers except for the claw.
Oh, well, that's the fastest way to do it. I do that as well. The only reason that you use that little fork is if you get a little bit of meat stuck in there high that gets torn away, and then you wiggle it real quick.
I get right at the end, and I break it obviously the easy way. You wouldn't break it long ways, and then break it down once, and then instead of like going all the way back the other way, I just pull, and you get
That's
the
what you
whole thing of meat, you know, and you
and
you
have
just
to be
keep
good.
going.
But you don't just crack in the middle. You find where the weightiest part is,
Yeah,
and then you pick an area slightly adjacent to that, and then you crack that
Wait,
area.
say that part again. That was valuable.
So like you know the crab leg part, the biggest meatiest part where all the good meat comes out of. You feel around where the weight is. If it's middle of the road, pretty uniform distribution, you can go in the middle pretty fine, then crack up, spread, then you get it. If it's heavy to the right towards the body where the core of the crab is, which is common, you break a little to the side of where the heaviest part is, and then that makes sure that you don't split the meat itself, and you still have enough room to grab the meat, pull it out of there. And always make sure you break the joints before you go on to breaking the leg itself. If you leave those joint tendrils in there, those tendons, they'll make it so you can't pull it out enough, and it'll cling to a lot of the meat. So always break those joints, pull that shit out first. This is, if there was a way to write a PhD on this, I would have.
there's a place that
I'm
does
gonna eat this tomorrow now.
There's a place that does low country boil really close to me, and so they do. You know, they'll do like a pound of crab legs.
That's
and,
right. I have a place right across the street from here.
And they'll do
I love that.
like boiled potatoes and like corn on the cob. And then
Lotus
they'll cover
root.
it all with that Cajun shit, that really hot Cajun
Lotus
spice.
root.
Yeah, and you as soon as you open the styrofoam box, it's Koreans. They're not Cajun. I don't know where they're coming up with this stuff, but it's
As long as the spice is right, who gives a fuck?
Exactly. She's like, you want hot or extra hot? I'm like, extra hot. And she's like, don't you mock me. And then she like,
I'm so sorry.
It's so good.
Definitely the best crab spice to put in there. Boiled, way better than baked. I've had people say,
oh
you
yeah,
should bake your crab legs.
You don't even boil them.
You tell me that on social media, you're blocked. Fuck yourself.
So you don't
boil with Cajun seasoning.
Ban anyone who bakes their crab legs.
Last time I cooked some, I ordered them frozen from Alaska, and they were enormous. I got the king crab legs. It was expensive.
Ooh, that's a miss. King crab. Not
I
as
know
good
you
as
think so.
crab.
It's not as sweet, but they're enormous, and I really wanted like big fucking. It came out like gigantic spiders. They look like face hugger aliens.
Yeah.
And I steamed those things, and then I put that Cajun Old Bay shit on there. It was so fucking good.
God damn, I'm so hungry.
I'm hungry
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
I haven't
me too.
eaten
I
enough.
want a
I've had
big
one meal
bag of
today.
seafood.
It's 11 p.m. I've had one meal.
You know
I
what? I
ate
could go
lunch.
for some scallops. Man, some nice buttery fucking scallops. Sounds so
I like to
good
do
right
scallops. If I do scallops, I cook them with a steak. I do like surf and turf. Scallops are scary to cook because
Why?
you know, if you watch enough Gordon Ramsay, you know, it's either way too under or way too over, and then there's like a perfect zone where there's like a 15-second buffer. Like if you pull them off 10 seconds early or 10 seconds too late, they're kind of ruined.
I've never made scallops. I didn't know that. I just know that when I go to nice restaurants and I get the surf and turf or I get just scallops as an appetizer,
They take 60 seconds to cook.
wrapped in bacon. Oof. Ooh, those are good.
There's a really good international market not so far from me, and they have enormous scallops, like restaurant quality, huge fucking scallops, and 30 seconds each side in butter, and they're so fucking good. They're so fucking good. You get them like golden brown on each side. Throw those things on a skewer. Put them next to a filet mignon. Little baked potato action.
How do you guys like your oysters? Do you like them
Raw.
raw? Do you like them Rockefeller?
Only raw.
I like them raw the most as well, with a little bit of lemon.
I don't really like oysters. There's something I eat just to prove I'm not scared of them every once in a while. But
I see. I'm kind of somewhere there. Like I'll have these times where I'm all about it and it's really good, and other times I'll like just gag thinking about eating them. Plus, the one time that I really got intensely food poisoned, like within the last 8 years, was I just had an oyster, and like
Yeah.
I went to the doctor because I was crazy fucking sick, and he was like, honestly, he's like, just 1 in 10,000 chance you just get a bad oyster. Nothing to it. It's just a bad one. Made you
Oh, I'll
sick.
take that risk. They're so
I'll
good.
take that risk too. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been taking that risk ever since. I'm like, I already got my bad oyster. It's not gonna
I put
happen
a-
again.
I put
them
a
on
little
piece
bit of
rye bread, and then the oyster, and not rye bread, some kind of like toast or
Salt?
something. You can put
They
it on
usually
there.
come with like little saltines or like that little Jew toast, whatever that's called.
Yeah,
Jew
well,
toast.
I think Jew toast is rye, but then you put a little lemon, little Tabasco, and that thing is good to fucking
Yeah,
go.
I do lemon, horseradish, Tabasco.
Horseradish, or if they've got like spicy cocktail sauce, and I'll literally do a dozen of them before like a good meal. Like I've been with people before, and they're like, "You want to get some oysters?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want a dozen." They're like, "All right, a dozen." I'm like, "No. I want a dozen. I want a dozen of them, and I don't want to share my dozen. We should order more if you want one or two, but I want 12 of them." Like there's nothing to them. They're probably like 8 calories each.
Yeah, well, it's definitely more than that, but there's also very little to them. Yeah, they're good as
What do you
shit.
say, buddy? Over and under 10 calories on an oyster.
If you don't say
Over.
over, you're an idiot. Yeah.
I'm gonna say over. I have a new topic when you guys are ready.
No, let's keep talking about oysters.
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 Well, goddamn, there's 70 calories a pop.
Wow, who could have
Doesn't
known?
gets out of hand.
840 calories of
That's just before we get started.
Macros on that though. What are the macros? 70 calories. What is it? What's
it's fucking all
2 grams
protein.
of fat, 90 milligrams of sodium, 4 grams. It's all fat and carbs, and 8 grams of protein each. God
It's
damn.
weird that I don't like them more.
8 grams of protein each.
8 grams of protein. I know they get a lot of zinc in them as well.
See, zinc, that's good for cum and overall health, I suppose. But anyway, what do you go for it?